What's up, everybody? It's Limitless Mike. I'm back with another video. And today, I just got to come on here and say it. I have to say what's true. And Devon Allen, he got done so dirty. He got sabotaged at the World Championships by the meet directors, by the IAAF, whoever's running the meet. They sabotaged him and they did him dirty. And this is crazy. So, if you don't know, if you're not too familiar, Devon Allen is an American hurdler. He's currently the second fastest. He currently has the second fastest time in the world in the 110 hurdles, and he's ranked either number 3 or number 4 all time in the 110 hurdles. So the boy is good. He is fast, and he was looking to pretty much put a storybook ending together on his professional track and field career, as he is signed to go and play football with the Philadelphia Eagles in the NFL, the National Football League. And everything had kind of come together for Allen to put together a storybook ending, or kind of came together perfect. The World Championships is being held at the University of Oregon. Guess what? Devon Allen ran college track at the University of Oregon. He was I believe the 2014 NCAA Hurdle champion. He played football at the University of Oregon, so he was truly on his home turf. Every round, every time he touched the track, the crowd would just roar for Devon Allen. Now, on a completely sadder note, his father had just passed away earlier this summer, so this was a chance to kind of dedicate this medal to his father, the guy who put him in hurdles, been with him, his dad, his freaking dad. So here's the scene. The World Championships is going on at your alma mater, on your home track, that where you're most comfortable. It is supposed to be one of your final races, if not your final race, a chance to go and get a gold medal, and if not, just go and get a medal at the World Championships, doing what you love, to then go on to pursue a new passion, a new career, and dedicate whatever place you get to your father. That is the story. That is what was just set up to happen. But everything would fall apart. Now, when they first touched the track, the lineup looked a little bit off because Hansel Parchment from Jamaica, he had dropped out of the final, which you don't always see happen. Usually they want to, they want to make sure the lanes are full for the final, and they usually are, especially at the World Championships. But Hansel dropped out because he got injured while warming up for the final. So one lane was empty, but everything else seemed to be going pretty much normal. The boys get into the blocks, the gun goes off, and boom, they're out. But soon after that, the recall gun would go off, and everyone would be drawn back. We wouldn't know what was going on, and what they said is Devon Allen false started, and that he false started by 0.001. His reaction time was 0.001 faster than the gun. 1,000th, excuse me, not 100, not 0.1, not 0.01, but 0.001 is what they claim that this guy has done faster than the gun. Now, when you run it back, this is a kind of a problem of relying on technology so much. I'm showing you the replay. When you watch the replay, you don't see that he's out ahead of the field. You don't see any significant advantage. You don't see a false start or anything. You see everyone come up and everyone go out at the same. You see him right next to Grant Holloway. They're even. He's even with everyone else. But they claim that he has false started. Now what happens is he kind of protests. He's like, what's going on? He's talking to the directors. They're on TV just looking foolish, shrugging their shoulders, being a meme. And he stays on the track, but eventually they kick him off the track. Now, shout out to Devon for basically being a class act, just kind of staying composed, because what he should have done is just had a reaction. He should have basically acted an ass on TV and just freaked out or had a nervous breakdown because they did him so dirty. Or his coach should have jumped out of the stands and ran onto the track because they did this guy so dirty at the national championships that it doesn't make sense. Now, The rule is if you false start, we kicking you out. And we can all understand that. We know the rule. We get it in track. If you false start, we kicking your butt out. We've seen it happen to Usain Bolt at the World Championships in the 100. He false started. They kicked him out. Last year in the finals at the 100-meter dash, Zarnell Hughes, he's in the blocks. He false starts. They kick him out. But the difference between those and this is that it's a clear false start. It's clear as day that the guy false started and they remove him. And there's no argument there. We get it. But this one's different. This is basically a guy doing everything right, getting in the blocks, and they just say, you false started. You say, where do I false start? Re-show the tape. And they just say, you false started. The computer says, you false started. And that was it. That was it for the story. That's it for basically the world championships for a guy. That's low-key it for the end of a guy's career. You know, it's up to him to decide if he wants to do the Diamond League or continue to run. But that's basically it. They really stole a moment from a guy. And again, it'd be different if he did something clear as day wrong, but this ain't that. This is a guy just getting in the box, starting, you come back, and they just point, nope, it's you. You're out. And here's what I think is a solution to it all. Now, there's basically two solutions, in my opinion. One, before the 4x4, they need to rerun this race. Or somewhere in this schedule, they need to rerun this race. If someone's going to argue that's not fair to Grant Holloway, that's not fair to the other people who, quote unquote, did everything right. But it's also not fair to kick Devon Allen out when he didn't false start. We gotta be real. We know what, if you watch track, you know what a false start is, and it ain't that. And it truly ain't that. So that's one solution, is figure out a way to rerun it. Maybe Devon Allen has to go out there and run a race by himself, and then they can all come back and run it together. I don't know, but they can either figure out a way to rerun it, or he got to sue these boys because they stripped him of a real moment, and that's fucked up. And yeah, that's all I have to say. Now, be the judge. Be the judge of yourself. Do you see a false start? I'm putting the video up on the screen. Do you see a false start? Let me know in the comments. I don't see it. I don't get it. I know that there's going to be the rules or rules patrol, but come on. This is more than likely a computer malfunction, a computer error. The blocks aren't calibrated. This is more than likely one of those when we're getting down to 0.0001. You know, now we're being silly here, and it's having an effect on a guy's life. So that's all. Let the man run. You did him dirty. It's your boy Limitless Mike. I'm out.